Well, welcome once again to the FOTWIDells.org website, your dedicated Wisconsin Dells website for the Feast of Tabernacles. I wanted to put this video separate from any other one because this one, I really am asking everyone to try and participate in this because I think it's going to be exciting. It'll be a way for everyone to get involved in the Feast of Tabernacles. And so I'm announcing at this time our Buzzword Acronym Challenge for the Feast of Tabernacles in the Wisconsin Dells for 2011. And what I'm asking all of you to do is to spend a little bit of time thinking about what it is about the Feast of Tabernacles that you love the most. What kind of word comes immediately to mind when you think about the Feast of Tabernacles? Maybe you haven't kept it that many years, maybe you've kept it for decades. But think about that. What is the Feast of Tabernacles to you? What is a word that best describes the Feast of Tabernacles for you? You know, last year it was very, I think it was just neat that last year we all kind of came together and very early in the feast and came up with sort of a buzzword. It wasn't really planned, it just worked out that way, that we were going to have a fantastic feast. And so that was really a theme that ran throughout the Feast of Tabernacles, is that it was going to be fantastic. And truly it was fantastic. But what word comes to mind when you think about the Feast of Tabernacles? I want everybody to get involved and email me. Email me. You've got many links on this festival website to email me. Email me your thoughts. What word comes to mind when you think about the Feast of Tabernacles? And if you want to take it even a step further, then you can use that word and try to come up with an acronym to help kind of better sum up your feelings in that regard. I have one example here I used before we close this video off, and this was sent by AB, is her initials, but this is a great example. And she thought of the word momentous when it comes to the Feast of Tabernacles, and she took it even a step further and she turned it into an acronym, and this is just wonderful. Momentous, marching onward, meeting each new trial, overcoming unto salvation. Marching onward, meeting each new trial, overcoming unto salvation. Momentous. And that really does, in so many ways, describes that Feast of Tabernacles, that we are getting close to our salvation, and we look forward to a time when the Feast of Tabernacles is a reality, when what we're there picturing becomes a reality. So keep that in mind. Send me your buzzwords, send me acronyms, and I'll try to use those throughout the Feast of Tabernacles to help everyone describe the feelings that we all have about the Feast of Tabernacles. And I think it might be neat to use those acronyms and to come up with these various themes and buzzwords to describe this wonderful, fantastic, awesome, and yes, momentous opportunity to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. We'll see you all at the feast real soon, and thanks for your efforts in this regard.